Everybody, I am here with Michelle Barnett Van Etten, and she is a Vice Chairman Marketing Director with Youngevity. She is fairly new to network marketing, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So, Michelle, would you like to share a little bit more about your background and where you came from?
Sure. As you know, my name's Michelle Van Etten. I went to school at Florida State and got my degree in psychology and my minor in political science. And right after I got done with my degree, I was pregnant and had to find something that I was going to do. So I got into scrapbooking. And I taught scrapbooking all over the world. I think I spent 10 years doing that. And I got to the point where I had made it to the very top of that particular field, and I was wanting something different. And I went to well, actually it was about my 20-year high school reunion, and I wanted to check out how the girls looked that I was going to school with, you know, because you want to go in there and look good. And I noticed all my friends looked like Barbie and drove BMWs. And I wanted to know what the heck was either in the water in Vero that was no longer in the water anywhere else in the world, or what was going on. So I started doing all my research, because I'm a research buff, and found what they were doing and contacted one of my friends. Well, we're not really friends anymore, but one of my friends at the time, and she was crazier than the day is long when I knew her back in high school, and now she's still crazy as the day is long, but she drives a BMW and looks like Barbie. So I decided, hey, you know, what's better than to be partners with one of the craziest people I know? And so I joined her team. Let's just say Barbies that drive BMWs that are crazy are still going to be a little bit on the crazy side later on in life. It just doesn't change. So that was my first experience. I spent a year and a half with that company. I ended up driving a BMW. It's out front. But I realized that I just wasn't too happy with the way things were going. Certain things were being changed. Values I was looking for, things just weren't working out the way I thought they would. And working with crazies doesn't work out so well either. So I decided to look around finally, and I found a different place and went there. I was there for a few months, and it was a shoe that just didn't fit. So I went to a network marketing event because I was trying to figure out how to make things work, because I thought it was me and I had to figure out how to make it work. Well, I'm a big believer in The Secret, positive attraction. What you think about, you bring about, the whole 9 yards. And I was up late one night and I saw on Facebook that Todd Falcone was going to be presenting at this event. Well, I really like Todd. He's awesome. So I wanted to go hear this. And so I went and checked it out, and it was so cheap. It was like $100, and it included all your meals.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, the association, ANMP, got to go. If you want to make your business hugely successful, go to this event. So I'm like, all right, I really can't afford it, but I can't afford not to, because I don't know what I'm missing, but there's something that I just don't get. So I went to the event. Well, let me back up. I bought the tickets for the event, but didn't tell my husband, and did not buy my plane ticket for the event. Had my hotel booked, all that stuff, but hadn't bought the plane ticket. I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait it out and see what I can do about figuring this one out. Yeah. So about 3 weeks before the event, 2 or 3 weeks, I'm like, honey, don't you remember I'm going to an event this week, you know, in a couple weeks, and you're supposed to be buying my plane ticket. And he's like, what? I'm like, you are? Don't you remember? He's like, I don't think you talked to me about this. I'm going, dee-dum. Probably didn't talk to you about it, but I have to. And so he was awesome about it, though. He was like, all right, fine. I'll use my miles, and you can go. Do you have everything else taken care of? I'm like, mm-hmm. All right. What about your food? And I said, it's covered. It's included. He's like, what? I said, hey, it's included. He's like, all right, cool. So I needed to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, he booked me to fly out on Friday. And I told him I couldn't understand why, didn't know why I had to be at this event, but I had to be there on Friday. because that was when the international speakers were getting up there, and that's what I wanted to know about, was international expansion and how to grow a business and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I have to be there on Friday. I can't fly in on Friday. He had to cancel my ticket and change it to fly in on Thursday. I told him, I don't know why I have to be there on Friday, but it will all be clear at some point. Friday evening is when I met Keith Halls. And what got me into Youngevity? Keith Halls. I listened to him because he was a speaker, and it was the first time in my life that someone resonated with me on such a emotional level just from listening to him. I wanted to be near them. I wanted to work with them. I would have sold pantyhose on the side of the road for 50 cents a pair, 20 hours a day, if that's what it took to work with them. Go figure, right? So that's supposedly a no recruit zone. So we just started talking. We spent about 2 months speaking back and forth, working on different things, and became very good friends. And so finally, one day, he texts me and he goes, all right, I'm ready to tell you what I'm up to. I'm like, all right, cool. Told my husband, I'm like, I know we are totally in debt, and I don't know how we're going to do this, but whatever he wants to do, I'm going to do. So my husband, once again, blind faith, hands me his credit card, and I sign up. And he's like, do you even want to know what you're doing? I'm like, nope, don't really care. I'll be checking it out, though. And so I started looking online and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, okay, this stuff sells pretty good online already. All right, okay, that's pretty cool. So I started researching. Of course, I had a lot of fun on my hands because I had 3 days before my package got there. That's a lot of time to really actually start devouring material. So I devoured everything I could get my hands on. I knew more about what I should know than – I didn't know anything about the products per se. I just knew how to talk about the business and talk about Keith. Oh, yeah, I knew how to talk about Keith real well. So by the time 9 days were up, I had already made Senior Executive Marketing Director because I was talking about Keith. He was my selling point, and it worked out great because he is so passionate about what he does. I was getting him on the phone with all of my people to do 3 ways, him and Cody, and they helped me so much. And then while I was doing this, I started developing the online system, which, you know, selling online.
Right.
And you know a little bit about the system. So I started developing that, and I was testing it on Amazon, and it was going to gangbusters. I was doing so much, I didn't know what to do with myself. You know, 50% of the people who are on, probably more than that, they're on eBay or Amazon, they're under me. One way or another, that's part of my team. Because there was no one really doing it. There was nothing out there. There was, you know, so if there were any trials, tribulations, and anything that had to be done, I think I took all the hits for everybody. Believe me, I took them pretty hard too. But I learned what works and what doesn't. And then I learned how to teach that to others and help them perfect it for themselves. And then, like Cody, completely add more levels to it and increase the value of what we were doing already. But it all is based on just treating customers like people and helping them see that there's so much more to offer than just a good deal one time, that we have support and that we will help them grow if they decide they want to be part of our business, and to help people understand that it is important to really care about everyone you work with and everyone you're around, and help, and that if you're helping people achieve their dreams and their goals, then ultimately all your dreams and goals will come true. It always starts and ends with giving. Always pay it forward. And so that's kind of been my motto. Right now, I'm working with 5 personally sponsored new people, and 3 out of the 5 will go SEMD because they've been working the system and they've been working on it. And when we did a call today, we were talking about you know, how to talk to people and how to talk to your customers. And I think we talked to 6 people, or we called 6 people. I got a hold of 5, and 3 of them gave me their email address to get more information because they've been looking for someone to help them. They are looking for someone to help them. And all these people want to talk to you. They want to have somebody that's their support person. And that's what we do. We support people. We help them grow, and we help people like you become senior executive marketing director and rock it out like you have. I'm so proud of you. You're like awesome rock star, and that's really, really cool. And it's really important that people see what you have accomplished, because that's not easy. Everybody thinks, oh, it's so easy, but it's not really easy. It's the fact that we've got a great system in place that we make it look easy. When I was making calls today, one of the girls on the other line, she's a real estate agent. She's been doing cold calls. She's been doing lead calls. She's been doing all different types of calls. And she said those were the best calls she had ever heard because the people were receptive. They wanted to hear from us. They wanted to talk to us. They wanted to tell us their stories. And so we have become just a huge group of support for people who had no support before, and for helping people develop income where they might not have been successful in network marketing before. Right. But as long as you follow the system and follow what we tell you works, and you're part of Cody's team, if you follow everything he says that works for his team and what's working over and over and over again, you can't fail unless you don't try. I always tell people I'm not into magic. I can't magically make things happen for you if you sit on your butt and do nothing. But I can tell you there is no way you can go out there day in and day out and go to work and not succeed as long as you don't quit. And that's the biggest thing. So many people, their first 90 days, it's the biggest challenge because they are working so, so hard and they're not making the kind of money they thought they might be making because, you know, they get these grand ideas in their head that they're going to make all this money right away. But what they don't realize is it's like a garden. They're planting all these seeds all around. And as long as they keep watering them and watering them and watering them, they're going to start growing. And they're going to start, you know, getting bigger and bigger. And then you have all these beautiful plants, in a sense, that are growing super fast. And you have to just make sure that you just keep everything going. And you hope you can keep up because it grows so fast. You're just sitting there going, wow, okay, this is insane. All that work I did, and now I don't have to work that hard. And that's what the whole entire thing is about. Is, you know, I worked so hard for so. I mean, I did. I worked really hard. I'm sitting there going, oh my goodness, is this ever gonna just be a day where I can relax? And now my days are really pretty easy. I don't work that hard. I don't have to. I just take care. I've learned, and what you learn is when are good times to do things. There's no point in making phone calls 8 hours a day.
No.
There's no point to it at all. So you know the time frames that you work within, and that gives you so much more time freedom if you learn how to have fun on your off time.
Yep.
So it's kind of, you know, my thing is we have fun. It's all about having a good time, creating a great working environment, and just having fun. Be your own boss, but know you're not alone, and know that you have a whole team of people who are here ready and willing to help you. And also know that I keep saying Keith Halls for a reason. Look him up and know that I am directly sponsored by Keith, and we work very, very hard with the team to make sure that they are getting the best support and have the best, I guess, upline you could possibly dream of to make sure that things run smoothly.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I guess, you know, as you talk to these different people and you get to know them on a personal basis, what do you look for in a leader, to someone that you know that they can take off and run this business? What are, like, some traits that you look for in a leader?
That's the funny thing. I've got quite a few people who I swore up and down they would be awesome. They're going to do great, absolutely fabulous. And they don't. they do okay, some of them, and others they just never really got it, or they never really, it's not that they don't get it, they just didn't do it. And then you have others that just run with it and know how to just create huge momentum and build enormous organizations. So what do I look for? I look for a person that has a great personality, because if you're okay, I'm here, I don't want you. Your work, and I'm never going to get anywhere with you. You can take all the coal in the world and try to make it diamond, but you might as well just find 5 diamonds in the process. So my outlook on this is, if you are personally sponsoring 2 people per month, every single month, at least, anywhere from 2 to 5 personally sponsored, that means that you are not just in management mode, you are in full-on recruitment mode. And as long as you never leave recruitment mode and you stay in it, you're going to find your runners. That's how you do it. Because you have to be able to keep bringing people in so you can help other people who are trying to achieve success.
Exactly.
Pretty much every personally sponsored person I have given them another CEO. I've made sure that I've given them at least one. And that's really important. A lot of teams, a lot of people do not do this. They do not they keep them on their front line. So I have like 50 people on their front line.
Right. So why is it so important?
Because it shows that they aren't going to have to do everything. By doing that, I'm giving them at least a little support outside of just me being able to help them. That person, I usually have pretty much gone through and made sure that I think they're going to do pretty good before I even bring them on or work with them. And they usually are producing by the time I'm giving them away.
Right.
So they're going to have either that, or they're new and they might not produce, but they've got great volume right then. So then I might put them there to help them out, and then they might become more of a user afterwards. But I let them know if that's the case.
Okay. I like how that's done too, because I think, you know, it probably gives the new rep a little, say, oh, okay, I know I have a great leader now because they actually did help me. So now I know if I keep helping myself, they'll even help me even more and help me get to that next level that specific rep wants to be at.
Exactly.
It gives them a little push to keep working.
Yeah, and it shows that they're not alone. But if you don't have somebody like Cody or myself that are willing to do that, willing to give those people away, then you do have to do it by yourself. And sometimes it doesn't work out the way that the new person hopes and dreams that it does. And I look at it as, when somebody decides to work with me, they have dreams and hopes of their own that they want to accomplish. Now, if somebody tells me they want to make $25,000 in the next 6 months, I look at them and go, so do I. Because $25,000 a month, I've gotten that before. I want to make $25,000 a month to start in the next 6 months. Okay. I get you. So did I. So does everybody else.
Right.
But you realize you would have to personally sponsor 3 CEOs per day, every single day of those 30 days for the next 6 months to make that kind of money. What? Well, this is not a binary. It's not like it's going to go up and you make all this money up front and then you're stuck in no money at all. You know, like the binaries are great for upfront money, but then in the residual factor, it's kind of like it dies out. So if you spend all that money, you're hurting. You're not very happy.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, so why Youngevity, and why would you say right now is the time for someone to join this team right now?
Why Youngevity? Well, Youngevity because we are paving the way for a new way of looking at network marketing. We've bought 22 different companies. I think it's 22. I'm hoping I'm right. 22 different companies and basically created an Amazon-style environment with a massive workforce, because you've got 22 different distribution workforces out there promoting this. So you're going to have a lot more growth happening. But why Youngevity is because we're in other countries, but we have not actually started that real international development and growth. So basically everything you see right now is US and Canada based. We are breaking into 5 or 6 different areas as we speak, getting all of our stuff set up and ready to go, sent over for those different locations: Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Mexico, Israel. I want to say I think the UK is even on the plate, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they are.
Are they? Yeah, and I think Malaysia is now on the plate too. So we have lots of locations, and Malaysia is a great one because it's actually the gateway to all the other ones. You got Malaysia is the gateway for Singapore, I think Indonesia, and quite a few other places in South Asia. I hope I'm correct on that. My husband will be like, "Oh my gosh, why'd you say that?" But we haven't even tapped the surface of what we're going to be able to accomplish. So Youngevity is basically a company about to go in momentum. We're on that upward climb, and it's like being in a new company, like a brand new company, a startup company that has 17 years experience and stability. So it's really cool to have that kind of feel and around everything we're doing. And our team, because we've got it down. If you look at the leaderboards go to Youngevity.com, check out leaderboards. You will see that Cody Smith is number 4 out of the whole entire company on the cruise. He's already maxed out his points. He's got his balcony room with 2 cruise tickets for January. And right below him is me. And I'm also one of the top, the top recruiters for the females. So we have set up a standard of excellence. We're recruiting machines, and he didn't get where he is without being extremely good at helping other people achieve their dreams and their goals.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. I believe this team. I mean, we got Keith Halls on our team, Cody, you. I mean, what better leaders could you ask for?
Well, Keith Halls is on the top of that list too. And you know what's really funny on that list? All 4. Wait, let me check. Except for Alex Jones. Alex Jones is not in Keith Hall's team. But for the cruise, Rhonda Anderson, John Bennett, he's on my team. Cody Smith, all 3 out of the 3 of the top 4 are in Keith Hall's team. 2 of the top 4 are in my team. And then I'm right below them.
Numbers speak for themselves.
Numbers speak for themselves, but having a culture of helping the team, we can't advance in rank unless we've helped other people advance in rank.
Exactly.
And that's the way it's supposed to be in every network marketing company, but a lot of times people get lost way down below and leveled out where they're not helped out as much. The way our system works and the way we help everybody, it just doesn't happen that way. We really work really, really hard to make sure that we help everybody grow.
Yes. And that's what I love about being a part of this team, because I don't feel like, it's just about, one person in your downline. And I kind of felt that way in my previous company. I kind of felt, us the people kind of towards the bottom weren't getting any help at all, and then all the people at the top are getting all the help that they needed. And here, with our team, I felt like everybody gets the help that they need to grow their business.
Yeah, and if you need help with anything, always you have a great upline. You can call out to any single one of us, and we will be there 100% to support you in any way that's necessary to help you grow. So that's kind of like our credo. My personal statement is whatever it takes. That's my phrase that I use for everything, whatever it takes, because I'm willing to work and help people do what they want to do and to work as hard as I can, and it's whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get things done, we do.
Absolutely. So what would you say your goals for this team over the next 90 days?
My goal for this team, which is Cody's team over the next 90 days, or my team in general, all of it?
In general.
I'd like to double in volume.
And do you think, well, let's say if you were to dumb it down, let's say you're going to have a goal for each section of your team, or each leg, each different main leg. Would you have a separate goal for that, or is it just to try to help double every single piece you have?
My goal would be to see Cody go senior vice chair, to be at the very top of the comp plan, to be at the top of the game. I mean, he's already at the top of his game, but to make it all the way to the top of the comp plan, and that means he's helping a lot of people achieve their dreams,
Absolutely.
their goals. And what's really cool is a lot of our team really hasn't had the kind of success that they are achieving now because the system in place is so well designed. And what we do works, and it works really, really well. It takes a lot of the guesswork out, and it takes a lot of the begging out. Instead of begging, we have people who want to be in our team. They want to be around us, and they're more asking us than we have to ask them. I have people all the time go, well, what are you doing? Now, how do I get involved with working with you? I'm like, are you ready to work? Because you're my friend and all, and I know friends and all are great, but do you really want to work, or do you want to just be in? Oh, I guess I need to, I don't know. And I'm like, well, when you're ready to tell me the truth on that one, then we can talk and we can have that little interview, just like, because it's not that we don't work, because we work very hard. It's just about helping others.
Yeah, and you got to be the leader, because you got to set your example. I mean, if you're not recruiting, and then who's going to say, the next person is going to recruit too? So it's not only about being a leader, but being a leader that sets examples for the rest of your team.
Exactly. And competitive. We're kind of competitive.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. We're kind of competitive. We like to stay on top of the game. What can I say?
So when you think about Youngevity, I guess what I should ask, maybe more specific, what do you have to say about Youngevity products, and what makes our products what they are?
Dr. Wallach.
Amen.
Dead doctors don't lie. He has helped so many people, and that CD has been used by so many other companies to prove mineral supplementation. Why would you use a CD to prove mineral supplementation without taking the minerals designed by the person who created the CD? I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. He obviously knows what combinations, what was necessary that were missing and lacking in that 90 essentials, and everybody already believes in it. Now it's just getting the word out that, hey, there's a company that actually creates the products he's talking about, and we do that. We get the word out.
Yep, we sure do, and we know how to get in front of thousands of people.
Yes, we do.
It's very exciting, because you get to see your business grow maybe a little bit faster than the typical belly-to-belly way of network marketing.
And it can grow a lot faster, too, as long as you're willing to do the work. If you do the work, you can grow really, really fast. It's just doing that work day in and day out until it gets to where you don't have to work as hard. Like, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm going boating. Everybody else have fun at work. I'll be out on the boat.
Why not?
I'll be out on the boat, chilling.
Having a good time getting your tan on out there in Florida?
Yeah, we've got some friends that are taking some time. He's taking some time off of work, and they haven't been out on the boat with us, so we're going out on the boat all day. Will I take calls? Probably not.
You don't have to.
Nope. Because if you develop leaders, they take the calls.
Exactly. That's why
They take the
Cody and I
calls.
are here.
Huh?
I said that's why Cody and I are here.
Yeah, you're gonna take your calls. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
be.
Every one of my team has what I would call a very, very high level leader as the top. So they are able to talk to people, field things, and pretty much run the day-to-day of everything going on. I'm just blessed that I've got quite a few of those. And I'm, very, very fortunate for my team. If it wasn't for everybody else, I would have nothing. They make me a better person. Well, I wouldn't have nothing because I'd still have Keith and Cody and Tom Chenault and all of those people, but I would, my team means the world to me, and they're some of the greatest people in the world.
Yeah, you got that right. So, what is your favorite part of Youngevity? Is it our new fashion line or mineral makeup, or what's something that you just love and you cannot live without?
Well, I was the first person to sign up as a fashion stylist. So they were taking 100. I'm number one. I signed up before it was even live, and I don't even know if it's live yet, but I signed up before that because I called up. I'm like, I am getting my spot, and I'm getting it now. And they're like, I think you're the first. I'm like, yay! All right, this is cool. So I love the idea of fashion because it's a different market altogether, and I am very passionate about women feeling great about themselves. I don't wear a lot of makeup. When I do, it works, but on an everyday basis, I'm not really that big into it, and I don't get dressed up as much as I would like to. But that is something that a lot of women who do not care about the health products per se, they will care about fashion, jewelry, makeup, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And we've got a new face cream. This stuff is amazing. Have you seen the new premium enzyme peel?
No, I have
And
not.
the premium night cream?
No, I have not seen those yet.
I swear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can do it. All right. So let's see if I can get in close enough so you can see. This is a gel. So you can kind of see it's just a gel, right?
Yeah.
Can you see it? All right. Can you see my face well enough?
Yeah, I can see your face pretty well.
Okay. So if you put it on and do this, just rub it, it gets rid of that whole layer of dead skin on the top.
Okay.
And it actually peels. And you can see it like all in here.
Yeah.
And it takes off that layer. Hang on a second. It's really cool because it takes it off. We have a night. This stuff smells like sour apple. And both of these together are only $67.50, and it's part of our Be the Change Foundation, so it's for charity. And this one, it actually has something in it that helps to pretty much wrinkles and smooth out the skin. And they're just disappearing completely.
Wow, that is awesome. It just keeps.
So what's a
getting better.
product that I'm passionate? This is a product I'm seriously passionate about. It works, and it works, and it works. I definitely, my whole face has totally taken a different look since starting to use it. I think I got them off. Whew, there we go. What was that?
How soon was it when you really started noticing the results of that product?
Well, look, if you look now, you can see that the lines started to fade away as it went on.
Wow.
It's instant. It works that way on your hand, too. Like, the lines on your hand, I have spots on my hand where there's no lines anymore. Like, like the little lines. It's kind of weird. It just gets rid of all of it.
Wow.
It's really cool.
Really
I've
cool.
tried Nerium. I've tried everything. Nothing like this. Nothing even comes close.
So what would you tell the ladies about this product then to answer any of the questions the women might have?
I tell them try it. If they don't like it, they have 30 days to send it back, and you can never buy 2 bottles of product, and they're not small, for $67.50. If it works, you might be thanking me for a long time for it.
Right? I mean, 67.50 is nothing. I mean, I looked at Nerium one time, and I mean, some of their products went up to 150 bucks. So definitely save quite a bit of money right there.
Well, I don't know if you can see this well, but I'll try. This was me 3 weeks ago. I don't know if it'll work.
You see it just a little bit.
Do you see that?
I do see it. Yeah, I see the wrinkles like right above your eye just a little bit.
And my eyes in general.
Yes. Wow. That's a huge
Now,
difference. Wow. That's awesome. I guess I know
I
what I'm
haven't
going to be
even used
getting.
a whole bottle or anything.
Wow.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's awesome. I mean, I'm almost speechless because I don't know what to say because it's that awesome.
So that right here is the product that I think that if you don't really know a lot about the health side of it, and you wanted to have that gateway product for all of our products, for women, that would be it. Because it's instant, and it kills, I mean, everything I've ever tried, nothing works anywhere near it.
Wow. So, we're coming up on just a little over 35 minutes in this hangout. What would you like to say to everybody who's thinking about joining Youngevity and joining us on this journey with one of the most amazing companies in the world?
Keegan, all I want to say is you need to tell them your website, your phone number, and have them call you or have them get on your website and sign up, because, you know, we are the best. We're the best of the best, and it just gets better and better and better by the more great people that we put into the team and have fun with.
Absolutely.
So what's your website?
So my website is http, make sure you type that in, and go to buy90forlife.com, or you can go to keegancampas.my90forlife.com and join my team today, and I promise you guys will have the best leadership you may have ever had than any other company before. So as long as you work and you put the work into it, anything can happen.
Very true.
So
thanks for being such a great part of the team. You're such a rock star.
Thank you. Thanks for being a great leader.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
We all look up to you and Cody.
Oh, thanks. We'll be looking up to you, too. I can't wait to see your name all over that leaderboard.
I know. I might just have to go #1 and take both of you guys out, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey. The challenge is on.
All right. Well, we'll start it tomorrow.
All right.
I'm just kidding. We'll start it right now.
Let's start it in July for you, right?
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Or you can start in like 10 minutes.
Let's do it in 10 minutes.
All right. It's on.
All right. It's on. All right. You have a lovely night, and thanks for joining me on this great hangout. Everybody, don't forget to check us out.
Have a great night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.